Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Laura Parrish, better known as the hashtag TNS Mastermind, and I'm coming to you live from my office here in Harrisonburg, Virginia. It is Sunday night, April 10th, 2016, and myself, along with a few panelists, are just super excited to be joining you guys tonight to share 15 reasons why you should be a part of My Lead System Pro, aka MLSP. So before we get started, I'm just gonna look over here. I have another laptop to my right and see if we're actually live. So if you guys, if you can see us and you can hear us, please put a comment in the chat on the TNS Hangouts page that you're on. I think I see us. I see Jim. Hey Jim, what's going on, my friend? Barbie. Let's see. Refresh your page if you can't see us. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. So excited to see you here. Cindy says, getting ready. Hey, Jylene, what's going on? Just want to say hi to everybody. Hello, Gordon. Tandy, what's going on, girl? So it looks like some people are on. Looks like you can see us. Cherie's here. Hello to my new team member, Cherie, all the way from New South Wales, Australia. It's 11 a.m. Monday morning there. So it seems like we're live. So I want to first thank each and every single person who's on this call tonight for joining us. I'd like to introduce the people who are on the panel with me right now. There could be some more joining later. But first person I want to introduce on right below me on my left here is Miss Cindy Bloom. Cindy, if you want to give a shout out, say hi.
Hey everybody, I think we get a muting, so maybe.
We can hear you. I can hear you.
All right, cool. I feel like there's an echo, but I'm really excited to be here, and we have so much fun whenever we hang out, and we're just all really excited to have all of you join us tonight.
Awesome. Thanks, Cindy. The next person I have on my screen here is Miss Dee Powell. She's from Florida. Dee, you want to give a shout out and say good evening to everyone?
Hi, everyone. As you can tell, my name is Dee Powell, and I'm really excited also to be here with you all tonight. And I just want you all to just keep your eyes, ears, and minds open tonight to listen to what Laura has to say. And I'm really excited about the whole event. So, thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, thank you for joining us tonight as well, Dee. And last but not least, Miss Jenny Weeks. Jenny, if you want to unmute yourself and give a shout out.
Hey everyone, it's great to be here. I'm excited to be able to share these things with you and be part of this panel. You're in for a treat because everything is there. You're going to find out some fantastic things, and I'm excited. That's all. It's just exciting. I'm glad you're here.
Outstanding. Thanks, Jenny. I appreciate you joining us tonight as well. So I want to get started, but before I get started, first of all, I want to say there's a button below this video and also below the comment sections that says Join Now, and if you decide you want to join in on this amazing My Lead System Pro community, if you click on that button, it will connect you with the person who invited you to this call, or you can simply just go back to that person if you have any questions about anything we discussed tonight. And reach out to them, and they are more than excited to get you started on your journey inside of this amazing company, all right? So without further ado, I want to go ahead and get started. And the reason why I named this 15 Reasons Why MLSP, and I know perception's everything, and sometimes when you read something the way it's typed, it may not sound the way someone wants it to come across. So some people might have been like, well, 15 Reasons Why MLSP, what does that mean? It means 15 reasons why, like why MLSP will change your life and why you should be a part of it. Now, just to give you a little bit of background on me and why you should listen to anything I have to say, I have been an internet marketer for almost 4 years now, and I've had a lot of success in the industry, and I know a good thing when I see it, right? And I have been a part of My Lead System Pro since December 19th, and you say, well, that might be a short period of time, just a few months, but let me explain to you the power of this community. In those few months, I hit the L3 leadership level, and we'll talk about the leadership levels a little bit on this call tonight, and was named Member of the Month. And I only share that with you not to brag, but to show you that you have every opportunity to build as fast as you want and to have success as fast as you want inside of this community. and that's an absolutely extraordinary thing. So it's there for you. It's there for the taking if it's something that you truly desire, right? So number one, and I have notes. I like sending my panel my notes. I have lots of notes. Now I like to talk off of my brain and not by reading, but there are so many amazing things about MLSP that I just had to write them all down. So if you see me looking down, it's because I want to make sure I don't forget anything I want to say, and of course the panelists are going to share their thoughts on everything as well. But the first thing I want to talk about is My Lead System Pro is a stable company with a great community. I mean, it's been around for about 8 years and hundreds of thousands of people inside of the community. It's not going anywhere. So for me, when I look for something to join, I want to make sure that it's stable and that it's something I can count on for the long term for my business, right? I don't know if any of you guys on the panel have anything to say about that, but it seems pretty simple to me. It's just a stable company, and the founder, one of the founders of MLSP, actually two of them are brothers, the Finales, right? Just amazing couple guys. So I'm super excited that I'm a part of this community, and to be a part of the culture is amazing. The second thing I want to talk about, which I think is really important because people get confused, and again, if you have any questions, make sure you put them in the chat section. I'll be looking over, and the other panelists will be looking over. So if anybody has any questions about anything we're talking about, or you want to ask something that we don't talk about, please put it in there so that we can address it for you. But the second thing I want to talk about is MLSP not being an MLM. Like I said, I have some notes here, and I specifically copied this from the internet because people, don't really necessarily understand the difference between MLMs and what's not an MLM. So I said, well, if I copy it straight from the internet, there's really no arguing when it comes from Wikipedia, right? So basically, an MLM is defined as a marketing strategy in which the sales force is compensated not only for the sales they generate, but also for the sales of the other salespeople they recruit. So basically, earning off your downline. So, that's what an MLM is if you're in an MLM and you bring, Jane Doe in, and then Jane Doe brings in Tom Can, then you earn off Tom Can too, right? And MLSP is not an MLM, so I wanted to make sure that I defined what it's not. But what I can tell you is MLSP is an attraction marketing company, and I'm just going to go over here and look at the comments and see if anybody. Yeah, Ellie, hey, what's going on, girl? Hell, I'm not running it all the way early. I'll be very slow. What's up, Pat? Appreciate you. But if you guys have, how many of you guys know what an attraction marketing company is? If you know, put it out there. Yeah, Ellie says it's a great community. It is. It's amazing. But basically, an attraction marketing company is not about focusing on a particular company or its merchandise, but rather on the person behind it. You might have heard in this industry that people buy into people, they don't buy into businesses, and that's absolutely the truth. I mean, if everybody just wanted to buy into a business, they would join under the founder, because obviously the founders have more success than anyone else because they're the founder. So people really, truly buy into people, and being a part of an attraction marketing company, you're not trying to convince people to trust certain products or maybe a company that they've never even heard of until you brought it up to them, but you're rather getting them to trust you as a person and your ability to guide them toward the results that they want in whatever they're doing. Literally about branding each individual. Hopefully that makes sense. And it works because you're starting with their needs first, not what you're trying to sell, but really about what their needs are, what they're looking to do, in their own business. So it's perfect for people who are already in a business like an MLM, or if you have a brick and mortar business that you run offline, it's perfect for that as well, because an attraction marketing company will help you get leads for businesses that you already have. And if I can tell you anything about being a successful entrepreneur online, I can tell you that you won't have success in anything at all unless you're passionate about what you're doing. MLSP is not a company that's trying to pull you away from what you're passionate about what you're doing. If you're already doing something, it's here to help you be more successful about what you're passionate about. Absolutely. So I'm going to take a break from talking here in a second, and I'm going to jump over to my panel, and I'll ask Cindy first. Cindy, what are your thoughts on MLSP as an attraction marketing company?
Oh, hold on a second. Why don't you go somewhere else while the dogs bark? Because it's, you know, I think my husband's coming in or something, but they're going nuts. So I'll let somebody else go so they're not so distracted. And come back to me.
That's no problem. I can go over to Dee while you get your dogs into a different room. Hey Dee, if you want to jump on and tell me your thought process on MLSP and it being an attraction marketing company, how that's working out for you.
For me, MLSP is just totally awesome as an attraction marketing company. It's helping me to come out of myself. It's helping me to build myself, and it's teaching me how to be a leader and how to attract other people to myself. So yes, people join people. They don't necessarily always join a company. So that is really important to me because it helps me to grow as a person and grow my business at the same time.
Absolutely, outstanding. I feel the same way about it. Jenny, I see you've unmuted yourself, so it sounds like you have something you might want to add to that as well.
Yeah, no, I have to agree with Dee on that because MLSP has been teaching me or helping me see more of the leadership skills I have in me, but the attraction marketing, you know, just it helps people come to you, and you're 100% right. People buy into you. You know, that's why they spend so much money on commercials. Is that, you know, you're liking the car salesman, you're liking the whatever it is that you see, you're drawn to that person. You know, I remember commercials and then people. Attraction marketing, now we're doing it and people are getting to know me and liking me, and now they're interested in what I have to say, and I'm out there helping them. They're like, wow, she's helping me to succeed in something, and she's not asking me for anything. She's not trying to sell me anything. It's wonderful. I think it's fantastic.
I couldn't agree more. Yeah, I absolutely couldn't agree more about that. Cindy, did you have something that you wanted to add?
Actually, the ladies, you guys all hit it right on the nose, but I love the idea of attraction marketing. People get attracted to what you're doing, and they come to you, and that is so important in whatever business you are in. You don't want to have to go banging down and begging people. You're attracting them with all the value that you can give, and that's what MLSP teaches you all about.
Absolutely. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I mean, that's one of the biggest things I love about My Lead System Pro is that, you know, it's not like an MLM where you're literally, you know, you feel like sometimes you're chasing people down to get in your thing or buy your thing or whatever. With MLSP, and the reason attraction marketing works so well is because you're starting with the customer's needs in your mind. You know what I mean? You're thinking about their problems and using the problem-solving strategies and answering their problem questions before they even really know who you are. You're able to help them, and they can choose to do business with you. You're literally giving solutions to their issues, right? Without them really even knowing who you are. And I don't know any business owner that doesn't want to be a part of that. Now, for me, there's a good attraction marketing company or system is going to do 4 things for you. It's going to attract you an endless supply of quality leads, allow you to create a relationship with your leads, generate income from them, not just a one-hitter, but residual income, and the system will be duplicatable. So MLSP provides all 4 of those things, and that's one of the reasons that, you know, I absolutely love MLSP. So that was number 2, right? I said there's going to be 15 reasons, and I'm pretty sure we have a lot more than that, but trying to consolidate just a little bit, all right? So let's go to number 3. Number 3, there's a customer relationship manager built in. Pat, I see you messaging me, man. I can't respond to you right now, but I see you messaging me over there on the side, so I'm acknowledging that. But a customer relationship manager, and basically if you don't know what a customer relationship manager is, it's a CRM, and it allows you to interact with your current customers that you have right now, your current leads, your future leads, your future customers. It's really a system where you can contain all of their information, right? Email addresses, all of that stuff, so you're not like, trying to get a hold of them over here and over here. You can actually communicate with your leads, your customers, your leads, your team within My Lead System Pro's back office, the customer relationship manager. You can take notes, have complete contact information. You can analyze your history with them, jot down conversations that you've had with them, and literally take notes and mark where they're at inside of the process with you in joining, whatever it is that you promote, or in joining MLSP. And I want to add this to what we just finished talking about, because some of the people on this call might be like, well, you keep talking about how MLSP is about helping people who already have a business, who already have a brick and mortar, who already have an MLM, and yes, that's true, but I want you to hold tight. If you're one of those people who says, well, I don't have any of that right now, that's what I'm looking to do. If that's you, hold tight, because MLSP can also help you as well, and we're going to be talking about that a little bit later towards the end of the call. But a customer relationship manager basically compiles information for you and allows you to have it all in one place so you can stay well organized. And I've never seen a customer relationship manager inside of any other company like what MLSP has to offer. So I don't know if any of you ladies on the panel have anything to say about that. If you want to add anything, you're more than welcome to hop on and speak about how the customer relationship manager is helping you with your leads inside the MLSP back office.
I'll go on this one, Laura, because I absolutely love the CRM. And the beauty for me is that it really helps for me to make sure anybody who comes and is attracted to what I'm doing and shows interest doesn't slip through the cracks. They go into my CRM and I can see how they, what they were interested that I was like sharing. If they were interested maybe in a Facebook training or an Instagram training that I was sharing or something like that, I can go in there and I go ahead and I interact with them, okay, and find out, did you get the information? They don't slip through the cracks. They don't just go. For those of you who have autoresponders, those are great, but this gives you a chance to, this is a customer relationship manager, so it allows you to help build that relationship that is so important in conducting any sort of business. And I have to tell you that most CRMs are very, very costly. Okay, a lot of money, and for this to be part of the basic MLSP just blows me away.
If I can add to that, Cindy, I think it's fabulous because everything is right there, and as you said, you get to know. I mean, I know if they came in through Instagram, Facebook, so we're already knowing what this person is interested. So we're already geared to knowing how we can help them and what they're looking for. It's right there at your fingertips, and I just love that it's right there in the back office. It's boom, boom. Everything's right there in front of my face. I'm forgetful, and this is wonderful. Just wonderful.
Absolutely, yeah, and it gives you a lot of you who are already in the internet marketing business, MLM space, attraction marketing business, whatever the case may be, online. I'm sure everyone already knows what an autoresponder is, right? Let me tell you that MLSP is fully integratable with all the popular autoresponders, GetResponse, Aweber, all that stuff. So if you already have a list, a large list, and you want to integrate those, you absolutely can, completely headache-free. It's very awesome. But if you're brand new and you're not ready to jump into getting into an autoresponder, you just want to get into this, and see what it's about and get started. Like I said, you can click the Join Now button below this video, connect you with whoever invited you to this call, or you can just get back with them. But inside of MLSP, it gives you an autoresponder. I think it's up to 50. I'm not sure because I never used that one. I already had one because I had a large list. But I think it gives you 50. Am I correct, ladies? Correct me if I'm wrong. People to use. I think Cindy wants to say something.
Yeah, I think it's 500 actually.
Oh, 500, not 50. Yeah. Brain. Yeah, you're right. 500. So If you don't have an external autoresponder, you can use the one that's built in for 500. Oh, thank you for correcting me, Cindy. I appreciate that, because that's a lot better than 50, right? So anyway, I love that too. So moving right along, we were talking about the customer relationship manager. The next thing I want to talk about, another reason why MLSP, is the blog. How many of you guys have a blog? Yes, no? Or want to have a blog, but you don't know how. And I see Cindy doing this with her hands, because I know she's going to be all over this like white on rice, okay? I can tell you personally that having a blog is an amazing thing. And I'm just going to share this really quick story to show you the power of having a blog, all right? Learning to blog was very difficult for me, because I said to myself, what's a blog? Like, how do you blog? Like, I don't know what a blog is. And I quickly learned from my team that what I do on Facebook is blogging. Like, if something happens in my life I'm grateful for, or I'm sharing a story, they're like, you do realize you're blogging on Facebook, right? And I'm like, oh, well, that's easy. You know, I just copy what I put and put it in a blog, you know, and change around some words or whatever, and that's pretty much blogging. It was pretty simple. And then my frustration with this thing called SEO, which you may have heard of it before, which is search engine optimization, which is how, you know, when you want to know something, you go to google.com and you type it in, and then it, like, you know, pops up all these things. My frustration was everybody wants to be on that front page of Google. But how do you do that without sounding like a robot? Because the thing is you'll read a lot of people's stuff, and when you read it, it actually reads like they were writing it to make it front page Google, which means when you're reading it, it doesn't flow. It's not like you can actually hear them speaking it, right, or talking about it. So I learned the best way to blog is to actually type the way I talk. I mean, some people might think I'm crazy. When I type a blog, I'm actually talking it out loud and type, and then I go back and I make my edits. But here's the powerful thing about it. I wrote a review on someone's book, on an author's book, and ended up ranking top 4 spots on that author's book. So I literally outranked the author. Next thing I know, I was contacted by the author and some of the author's friends, and eventually the author's husband as well, and said, hey, we just want to know who was outranking, you know, her on her own book, right? And they were so appreciative of my review and all this stuff, and I have to tell you that they recently contacted me. They actually live in Australia, and they've started their own publishing company. So now they're not just authors, they're actually publishers as well. And they asked me if they could send me another author's book to read at their cost, their expense, and to do a review on, because I'm able to get things ranked. And so I share that with you so that you understand the power of blogging, okay? You can blog about anything. If you say, I don't know what to blog about, read a book and write a review on it. That's all I did, right? I just read a book and wrote what I thought about it. How simple is that? You can blog about, hey, that new watch you bought last week, you know, what you love about it, what you don't like about it. You can blog about a restaurant that you've gone and eaten at that you have a great review about or a not so great review about, you know. You can literally blog about anything that you want, recipes that you put together, anything and everything that you want. So the power of blogging really gets you out there on the internet so people can find out who you are. And guess what MLSP is about? Who you are, branding you. So there's no better way than to blog. And the thing is, if you've never had a blog, on top of the little hurdles I just talked about how do you do it and what do you blog about that I kind of covered, if you try to create a blog on your own on WordPress, you got to be pretty technically inclined, right? I can promise you that the blog inside of MLSP, it's called MLSP Sites, and it is a WordPress-based blogging system, right? And it's killer. I'll just use that word. It's killer. It includes a multitude of premium features that if you were to use a WordPress-based site on many other platforms, they charge you extra just to be able to get those features, right? So MLSP Sites comes with MLSP as long as you're a mastery member, which is, you know, what we're talking about today, and what you'll be if you decide to join with the button below, or get back to the person who invited you here. But you don't have to pay any additional fees for access to that. And from the many videos that I've personally watched on YouTube, MLSP sites, hands down, customer-wise, like easy user-friendly wise, has been outranking any other WordPress platform out there. So it's just amazing that you have that built in at no additional charge with your MLSP Mastery membership. And I see Cindy like chomping at the bit for me to be quiet so she can talk. So I'm going to go ahead and zip it, and I'm going to let Cindy take over because she's an amazing blogger too. So go ahead, Cindy.
Okay, thanks, Laura. I've been like, as you can say, I've been like chomping at the bits to like talk about the blog because it has, first of all, it's not about blogging. A lot of people, let me just explain, first of all, Laura did explain the power of the blog. I started blogging and fell in love with it, and people like started coming to me, be like, hey, how did you outrank me on this? And when I first started online, I was selling a bunch of affiliate products, so I would find a product, and write a blog about it, and and people were like, how did you outrank me? And at the time I was using a powerful I was able to rank, and I lost that ability to rank my blog, and it was very frustrating. And until recently with MLSP, I have found that because MLSP has all this built-in SEO done for you, you don't have to do all that techie stuff that I have to go figure out to get my blog to rank. This is all done for you. And not only that, when those of you who are, have heard what WordPress, it kind of freaks you out. It freaked me out. I didn't know what that was. I had no idea what a blog is. And let me just tell you, WordPress is the way people build websites, not only blogs. And the best part about MLSP sites, besides they have themes in there that you would have to pay to use if you wanted to put them in, really high-end themes, really high-end plugins, and the cool thing is they've tested them so that you don't have to worry that you're going to download a theme that's going to corrupt your blog or a plugin that's going to corrupt your entire site. And the last thing that I'm going to say is the instructions, the tutorials, every little bitty detail to signing in, to making a post, to creating a menu, has a video. And when I tell you a video, I'm talking 10 minutes max in length to give you a little tutorial on that. You could become a master, incredible blogger using WordPress, and that skill alone can take you so far. And that is what I am super stoked and excited, because I have had so many people just wanting to learn how to blog, and boom, here you go.
It saves you the learning curves. It saves you the time and the months and the money and the frustration, because it's all right there. A lot of people might not even know what SEO is, and it's just so daunting and scary. And it's already done for you, and it's just basically the keywords you type in, the words that you type in. Everything is done. And again, you start off right away, like Cindy said. It's just boom, you're a master at it in a few minutes, really.
And the setup takes literally a few minutes. There's no confusion. You literally click this, you click that, and you have your dashboard. You're in WordPress. So that's it. I mean, we've got so many things to talk about, and I can talk about a whole thing on this, but it's a great, great, great blogging platform. And MLSP sites, just out of this world.
Absolutely, yeah, it's super quick to set up, and the instructions, everything in the back office of MLSP, and that's a whole, look, that's what, you all see me writing over here, right? It's because I keep adding to the list of things to talk about, but that's one of the things that I love about MLSP is it's, literally plug and play. Sometimes when you get into the back offices of new things, you're like, where do I go, what do I do, how do I start? There's a video that tells you how to do everything on every single section inside of the back office of MLSP. So it's just easy, right? And I know easy is a relative term, but when I say it's easy, it's pretty easy, all right? So I want to add this too, because I completely forgot. For those of you who say, all right, well, I agree that blogging is super important to attraction marketing and to branding myself, but what do I do until I get my own blog set up? How can I be putting blogs out there until I am comfortable getting my own, coming into my own and writing and all that, but I still want to put blogs out there? How do I do that? Guess what? MLSP has blogs already written by leaders inside of MLSP, L3 and up, and guess what? You can code them to you. So if you want to be sharing blogs on a daily basis with helpful marketing tips and hints and tricks and stuff like that, you can literally share any of the blogs on the MLSP site, and you can code them to your username so that if somebody decides to click on them and read them, that's one of your prospects, and join, guess who they're going to join under? You, okay? So that's your quick fix until you get comfortable with getting everything set up, and doing it on your own. So I just wanted to add that in there as well because I totally forgot about that. So anyway, that was the end of the blog section there, and I added that little bit in. So the next thing I want to talk about is Funnelizer. And some of you guys may be like, what's that? What's Funnelizer? Well, and I see Cindy's jumping at it again. Okay, so for those of you who are in the industry, you already know what a funnel is. It's a sales funnel. It's what you create to get people into your business. Well, MLSP is multiple things, right? But of the many things it is also a funnelizer. It gives you the ability, and it personally brands you and helps you hands-on create your own customizable sales funnels. I'm trying to spit that out again. Create your own customizable sales funnels. There are also pre-built funnels, okay? There are also pre-built funnels specifically for MLSP that you can use to help get you profitable if you've chosen to be an affiliate. And like I said, we'll talk about that later on while you're learning how to use them. But again, just like the blog, there's a tutorial on how to use it, how to set it up. And literally, I wanted to create one probably I think it was less than a week since I had joined MLSP, and I wanted to create one, and I needed to do it quick, fast, and in a hurry. I think I did it in 7 minutes flat, all right? If you can create a sales funnel in 7 minutes flat with no experience on how to create a sales funnel, strictly by watching a video that's in the back office with the funnelizer, then it's pretty killer, I think, right? It's pretty awesome. So for those of you who already have a brick and mortar business, guess what? This is how you transition your brick and mortar from just being a brick and mortar to also having an online presence, not only having a blog, but using a funnelizer system so that, if people want to learn more about your brick and mortar, they can go to this and they opt in. You've captured their email address and their information. If you want their phone number, you can set it up to get their phone number too. And you can have them on a list and let them know what specials you're doing at your brick and mortar, like what's going on, and really be able to have an online presence and communicate with your customers online. If you already are in a network marketing MLM business, this is a way for you to create funnels to go exactly where you want them to go for a business that you're already in and passionate about. So again, I want to stress what we talked about at the beginning of this call, that MLSP is not about saying, hey, quit your thing and come join mine. MLSP is about branding you in whatever it is that you're passionate about doing, right? Because people buy into people. People don't buy into businesses. So it's only built to help you. And this will help some of you guys mentally wise understand that. If you're in the industry and you don't get what I'm trying to say, it's just an analogy I want to use here. So everybody who's in the industry knows what an autoresponder is, right? Raise your hand. Yeah? Everybody knows what an autoresponder is? And I just want to give a shout out to Gordon, because Gordon over in the chat's off the chain, right? Gordon's like, holla, I love funnel cakes. And talking about Pat talking too much. She's so funny, right? But let me give you this analogy real quick. Everybody knows what an autoresponder is. Let me ask you something. Your autoresponder, whatever one you use, is affiliatized, correct? Which means if you wanted to make money by reselling the autoresponder, you could, right? But do most of us in the network marketing industry actually resell? Do we spend our time reselling our autoresponder? No. It's a tool that we use that helps us in our main business. It's a tool that we use to collect people's email addresses and to be able to mass email them. It's not something that we're out there marketing. If someone wants an autoresponder, you obviously recommend yours and you give them your link, right? So they can join under you. So that's how you can make money off of it, but your primary purpose for your autoresponder is not to resell it, but to use it as a tool. So what I want to, impress upon you is that if you're concerned about, well, I already have a biz, so why would I need MLSP? If you have a business and you're passionate about what you do, you can use MLSP in the exact same fashion as you use your autoresponder. It is not something that you have to resell. It is something that you can use as a tool because it has multiple tools to help you in the business that you're passionate about. With the funnelizer, creating your own sales funnel, with the customer relationship manager, which has 500 leads built in if you want to use that, with the blog, and all the marketing training, which I'm going to talk about, I think, actually at the very end. After the list is over, I'm going to talk about all the training that's in the back office for every social media platform on the internet, basically, all the big ones anyway, right? There's marketing training on it, and that's what people need. So it's something that you can use as a tool, not just to be an affiliate. If you don't want to be an affiliate, it's not necessary, right? So I know Cindy wants to chomp the bit on this, so I'm going to let her go at it as well. Go ahead, Cindy.
All right, cool. I'm not going to say much more because, Laura, you covered a lot, but what I am going to say is that a lot of people, a lot of you have a business, and the way I like to look at having a funnel or a lead page or a way to capture somebody's information, that's what we're looking for. You want to capture somebody's information so they go on your list. You may have heard, the money's in the list. So and the reason why I believe in that is that lots of times people aren't quite ripe, okay, to say, and they want more information that you can be delivering to them about your business. If you are just sending them to your website, they can leave your website and you don't even know that they're there. If you have them and you create a capture page or a lead page and they give you the information, there is a way for you to remind them, hey, you were at one point interested in this. And it's very, very important. And so many business owners and people who are in different MLM companies really miss out. They create all this content and they send them to their website. And the people look at their website and then they leave. And they don't even, you as a business owner don't even know that they're there. So having a funnel is huge. And the beauty of MLSP and Funnelizer is it's all in one place. You don't have to go open up all these different things. Your Funnelizer is within MLSP. Your sites is within MLSP. Your CRM, it's within MLSP. You don't have to log in and out. It's all accessible right at your fingertips. And I guarantee that once you start creating funnels and branding yourself, you will really see, if you haven't already, the power of really branding yourself and having those email or contact information in your list.
Can I add one thing to that as well, Cindy? That was great. I'd like to share this with you because this is how important it is, okay? And this is a personal experience, but I was at a farmer's market yesterday, and I asked to sign up if they had an email list, okay? And I'm going to relate that to the internet. They didn't even have a little book for me to sign. I said, you don't want my information? No. Here's a brochure. Go to our website, okay? I don't remember that place, and I probably won't go back, and if I go back next week, I won't probably stop by because they don't want to know about me. Now, when you have the Funnelizer, for many brick and mortar businesses, you're relying on foot traffic. You're paying for advertising. If you have your funnelizer, you've got the whole internet at your fingertips, either bringing the foot traffic in, but the autoresponder, the funnelizer's capturing that information that other businesses, they're not doing. You're walking away from sales and just drawing people in. It's right there for you. I just was amazed. And if you're not doing it, then you're losing business.
Yeah. Absolutely. Thanks for adding that as well. Great feedback from both of you guys. Appreciate it. So we have a question, and Ellie has pretty much answered it for me. Hi, Ellie. Thank you for being so helpful. And I want to touch on it too. Tandy has asked, MLSP has its own capture page capabilities, or do most use lead pages or ClickFunnels? You know, a lot of people are used to using those other things, lead pages and ClickFunnels, and it comes to personal preference. If you've never been in MLSP, then you obviously have never used a funnelizer, right? But kind of like what Cindy was saying, to have everything in one place is huge. Your site, your CRM, your funnelizer. And yes, MLSP has its own funnels, but you can create your own MLSP funnel if you want, right? You can create whatever you want using the funnelizer. So hopefully that answers your question. So you can use the funnelizer to create your own MLSP capture pages and campaigns, and you can use the funnelizer to create, you know, capture pages and campaigns that go to your MLM if you're in an MLM, or other business opportunities as well. So hopefully that answers your question, Tandy. I'm trying to
Laura,
go back and forth. Yeah.
I just want to say it saved me money because I dropped all of my others, and I use solely ClickFunnels, and so I don't have another expense. And,
awesome.
And the other thing that I do want to also say, because you haven't mentioned, you said if anybody here is interested in joining, the button below, I believe, Laura, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that taking them to the trial?
Yes, it takes them to the trial page.
Okay, so you have a trial period, and you haven't mentioned that. It's a $10 trial, 10-day membership to see, you know, that everything that we really are showing is really there, because you'll be blown away. But I just wanted to point that out, that it is a 10-day, $10 trial membership, and it's just so worth it.
Yeah, and I want to say this too, since we're on the money subject, because anyone who knows me knows I'm straight up. I don't sugarcoat anything. I don't hide anything. I just say what it is. The trial is 10 days, like Cindy said, for $9.97, and by clicking the Join Now button below, we're getting back to the person who invited you to this call. You can get started at that for 10 days. After the 10 days, it's going to go to $149.97 a month, and some of you might be like, when you hear that, but let me tell you, in the almost 4 years I've been in the industry, I was spending my overhead was over $400 a month with the other things that I was having to pay for, extracurricular, that I got to cancel, just like Cindy just talked about, because it's all involved right here in MLSP. You don't have to get this here and then go here to get this and then go here to get your blog, you know, and all that. You pay one price and you get it all included. So, you know, I implore you after this call tonight, if you're in business for yourself already, to sit down and make a list of your overhead costs, which is what I have on my bulletin board right here to my right up there, and make a list of your overhead costs, and then write MLSP, put $149.97, and then scratch off all the other ones that you were paying for those things that are involved in, you know, as a part of MLSP, and see how much money you actually save, because you will save a lot of money. It is priceless, Pat. So, you know, being able to go from over $400 in overhead to only paying for a couple things a month is just a no-brainer, at least for me, right? I'm all about saving money. I know most people are at this day of age. So
I went in half, Laura.
Nice, nice. Okay, so the next thing I want to move on to is, which is number 6, there are tons of pre-built campaigns inside of MLSP, and you say, what does that mean? All right. Well, this is, Cindy's like, whoop, whoop. What does that mean? This is what that means. These are things that you can market to people to give them value in the marketplace, all right? And here's the example I want to use. a lot of people in network marketing, MLM space, will put a capture page out there that asks for people's name, email address, and sometimes phone number. And a lot of people, I'm not going to use a percentage because I honestly don't know the percentage, so I don't want to give one. I'll just say a lot. A majority of people will click off that page because they don't feel like they're getting anything. They're like, why should I give you my name, email, and phone number? What am I getting? They don't see that they're getting anything in return or in exchange for their name, their phone number, and their email address. So a majority of the people will click off the page. Well, the problem with that is, and in this industry, if you're brand new, you don't know how to create valuable content for people yet because you're brand new. You're like, okay, well, if I need to give them something in exchange so they feel like it's worth putting their name, email, and phone number in, how do I create that? What do? I don't have anything or know anything of value yet because I'm brand new in this. So what do? Or even if you're not brand new, but you're part of something and you don't have anything given to you to provide this for people, then they're like, what do you do? Well, this is what I'm talking about. MLSP provides you campaigns, and I'm not talking about one or two. Ladies, tell me how many, like 15, 20 at least, campaigns on hot. And I'm talking about the hottest, most up-to-date marketing information, okay? And I'll talk about in a little bit here, which you also have access to live every Wednesday night, by the way. But the hot marketing information that people want and need. So basically, instead of just putting a capture page out there, asking for someone's name, email, and possibly phone number, and having the majority of them click off the page because they don't feel like they're getting anything in exchange for that, you are provided with pre-built campaigns for huge things like Snapchat, right? How to get 4 million views or hits on your Twitter, okay? The latest and greatest Instagram training, not stuff from 4 years ago. I'm talking about right here, right now, last week, hot stuff, okay? I'm talking about hour to hour and a half to 2 hour training calls that you can give away to your leads, to your prospects for your business, whatever your business is, that will train them on these massively huge new things happening on social media for free. Now tell me, please tell me, anyone who would not be like, hell yeah, I'm going to put my name, email, and phone number in because I want a 2 hour training on the latest information on how to be successful with Snapchat.
Right.
I want an hour and a half training on the latest information on how to be successful on Instagram. I want an hour and a half training on Twitter. Okay, so MLSP provides you pre-built campaigns for you to be able to use and to market that are linked to your account to people in exchange for their email address, their name, and possibly their phone number. And you don't have to do it. You don't have to come up with that content. The content is already come up with, and I've never been a part of anything that provides that. So I want to pass it over to Cindy because she's like getting ready to cut my head off. She's ready to jump. So go, girl, go.
I'm sorry, I just get so excited sometimes, but I just wanted everybody to realize that when I was just talking, or we all were just talking about Funnelizer and creating capture pages, and some of you would be like, whoa, like scary stuff. What MLSP has done is they've created these capture pages that will take your prospects, they'll give them information. Like, remember, like, years and years ago, like, now we get like a bunch of spam in your like email box. Like my first email, I get like all the spam because at the time when emails first came out, you'd sign up for every newsletter. You thought it was great. Now, how many of you just sign up for a newsletter? I'm like, no, I don't need any more newsletters. But if somebody's going to offer me something, which are the MLSP trainings, and it's content that I'm always hungry to learn, and most marketers and most entrepreneurs are hungry, and if they see something that is already done for you, you don't have to create it. You just have to copy and paste your link and do what we call promoting, which is all part of what we teach in MLSP, but it's all there for you. So I just want to make it clear that these MLSP campaigns are actually funnels, okay, created for you. So those of you who maybe are not ready to jump in and make your own funnel yet because you're not quite sure, these ones are done, ready to go for you, and they are not, they're beautiful.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. That's true. Appreciate that. Dee, you're kind of smiling. Are you wanting to jump in and say something?
I just wanted to say that this for me is huge. The value that are in these trainings is over the top as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I have learned so much from these free trainings, and I'll go through it, and then I'll be able, you know, give it away free to prospects. I can, you know, there's training that teaches you how to share this information as well. That is priceless. But these topics, they're spot on. They're right there, and this is for somebody who's especially new in the business. It can mean, you know, success like right away for them. So I just think that this is one of the most valuable things that MLSP offers, especially for the newer person that's just getting started. A way to get leads quickly and get them started and getting, you know, they're able to hit the road and just let their business take off. You know, I'm really excited about that part of it. I can't say enough good things about MLSP and these campaigns. They're just over the top awesome.
Over the top is a perfect explanation for them, absolutely. Now, Jenny, it looks like you want to share as well.
I try to bring things in from the real world so people can see like how important it is and how it is right here in MLSP. A few years ago, I don't know if any of you remember, there was a hamburger place, and I don't know if I can mention it or not. It was giving away a free burger for an email address, for your name and email address. Now think about, you would think that they would be losing money by giving that away just for an email address. Okay? They spent money, but that's to give away that hamburger to get that email address. MLSP is providing you these free, that's how important it is. And it's not coming out of your pocket. You're not giving away hamburgers, you're giving away valuable information already coded to you. That's how impressive MLSP is. That's how important it is to get those email addresses and to be able to give stuff away. If those multi-billion-dollar companies are doing it, giving away donuts and hamburgers for an email address, utilize it, use it. It's right at your fingertips. It's amazing.
Absolutely, and that's a really, really, really good example as well. So thanks for sharing that. But yeah, I mean, you've gotta give away to get back to that old saying of there's nothing free. It's a great strategy, right? It really, really is a great strategy. And I want to say to Lisa real quick. She said something about wanting to see the speakers better. So when the speakers are speaking, I'm actually clicking on their face and it shows them large on my screen. So, Lisa, if you could let me know if that makes it, okay, yeah, cool. I didn't know I had to do that. Oh my gosh, see how not technically inclined I am? I just learned something, right? Almost 4 years in the industry, and I didn't know that. So when the speakers start to speak, I will click on them, and that will make them big instead of me, right? And I saw your comment just now, Pat, you little smart ass. I'm down with that for sure, my friend. And I want to give another shout out to Gordon. I don't know if you guys are following the comments here, but Gordon Taylor just said, I've been doing MLM Network direct plug-in latest BizWord marketing for 34 plus years, retired from it 4 times. This program sounds amazing. I've never heard anything quite like it. And I want to respond to that because that like gives me goosebumps because I feel the same way. Now, obviously, I haven't been in it for 30 plus years, but what I want to say is, you know, I'm a very, very, very loyal person, and the last company that I was in for a very long time, and when I decided to move from that and research what I wanted to do that I could be passionate about, and I came across MLSP, My only regret in this industry is that I did not find it sooner, okay? I don't regret my past at all. I am where I am because of what I've been through, so I wouldn't change a thing, let me say that. But what I will say is this program, this company, this attraction marketing company, My Lead System Pro, is absolutely like nothing I've ever seen, heard of, or found before, which is why when I got in, I was like, man, I got to run with this, right? Like, I got to run fast because I want the world to know. Like, I want to change this world one person at a time by saying, here is everything that you want and need for your business in one pretty package tied up with a little bow on top, right? I mean, that's just all there is to it. So I appreciate that shout out, Gordon, about MLSP because it is an amazing company, and there is nowhere that I would rather be. So thanks for saying that. Now, moving right along, and I kind of had this as number 10, but I'm going to make it number 7. And by the way, I know it's 9:57 and this call is supposed to be an hour. Know that I don't ever do anything in an hour. Maybe an hour and a half, hour 45 minutes, but we're going to keep it moving, all right? Number 7, I'm going to talk about Wednesday night marketing calls. It usually does it automatically. Are you talking about ending the call? I hope not. I think you can record for up to 8 hours, so I hope it doesn't end it automatically. If it does, y'all hang tight. I'll try to get it back. But Wednesday night marketing calls. As a member of MLSP, every Wednesday night you are invited to a marketing call at 9 p.m. and it's free. It doesn't cost you any money. As a member of MLSP, you can go to it and you can invite your prospects to it. And guess what? When you invite your prospects to it, it's coded to you so that if they decide to join, guess who they join under? You. And the reason I'm telling you about this is, A, not only is it valuable for you, and not only is it valuable for you to be able to provide your list because you have MLSP leaders selling MLSP for you, but also these amazing campaigns that we just talked about that you get to provide value in exchange for email addresses for free, they are derived from that Wednesday night marketing and training call, all right? That's where they create the campaigns from, or these Wednesday night calls. And I tell you that so you understand when I say what's hot and what's new, I literally mean every week, y'all. And I left the V out of that on purpose. Every week, we are doing these live marketing and training calls, and they take those calls and they edit them so you get, because we get kind of crazy and we talk for long times, right? But they edit them so you get the best content from that call, and they turn it into a campaign. So when I said a little bit ago, how many campaigns are there in the back office? Like 10, 20 at least. And the girls here on the panel were like, oh yeah, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So you always have new stuff and fresh stuff to share with your prospects and to share out there on social media to get new leads for your business. There's nothing saturated because there's new information every single week. So that was number 7, the Wednesday night marketing and training calls every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. They're absolutely amazing. Do any of you ladies want to add to that before I move on to number 8? Everybody good? That's it. Jenny?
Just, about the keeping it fresh. When you're sending out the same old, it's like going into a store and seeing the same clothes from last year and 2 years ago and 3 years ago. Sooner or later, people are going to stop coming. They're going to stop coming to your page. They're going to stop coming to your site. You've always got to have it fresh, and it really is up to the minute. Not last month, not last week. It's today. What's trending, what's hot, and how to do it. That's the fantastic thing. Is just you talk about the idiot's guide to this, the idiot's guide to that. It's right there. Boom, step by step. Anybody can do it. Yeah.
You know it, absolutely. I love the Wednesday night calls. And that leads me to number 8. Every single day during the week, Monday through Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Let me ask y'all this before I even spill the beans on it, right? How many of y'all have gotten up in the morning and you feel like you ain't doing nothing today? Like, you got up and you're like, I don't feel like doing that today. I am unmotivated. I just want to roll over and go back to sleep. I'll be the first to admit, right? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, every single day is the MLSP wake-up call. And I'm not talking about some 3-hour call that goes on and on and on. I'm talking about a 20 to 30-minute call of straight up inspiration and motivation Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. that is there to kickstart your day, that's there to make you think about your business and think about your life. And when I say this, I'm telling you guys, the people who are doing these wake-up calls 5 days a week, it's not just about marketing training. Yes, there's marketing training, but it's about life, right? This business is not just about, you know, marketing training. This is about a community and a culture and living your best authentic self. Who doesn't want to be a part of that? You know what I mean? So every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. is the MLSP wake-up call. You can invite your prospects to this, right? This is a public call. And again, it doesn't cost anything, so you get your daily motivation. And if you're on this call right now and you say, well, I have a JOB and I can't be on at 11 a.m., guess what? Everything's recorded. It's literally a podcast, all right? So you can have it on Apple as well. You catch it anytime you want when it's convenient for you if you can't be there at 11 a.m. live. So it's absolutely amazing, and all of this is in your back office. Everything as a mastery member is in your back office for you to go and access any time you would like. So the Monday through Friday wake-up calls are pretty amazing. Do any of you ladies have anything you want to say about that?
Yes, ma'am.
Holla!
All right. I think you have Jenny up there. I don't know. On the screen, I see. Okay. So these calls are really about your mindset. And for me, plugging into these calls and calls like this, before I was an MLSP, I would constantly be searching for, you know, great audio. People would send me great audio, I believe, you know, in reading and putting good thoughts into stuff. And because MLSP has this, it's every morning that I get inspired. I learn something new. It's not necessarily like a training or marketing skill where they're going to tell me about Twitter or Facebook. There's always messages that are so important to an entrepreneur or somebody growing their business. There's often those little breakthrough moments that these leaders are giving you, and you get off these calls, and I know that Laura and I have spoken that we get off these calls sometimes. We're just so fired up that we could go write a blog on it, or we could go write, you know, your email list, because it inspires you to think in the way that a successful entrepreneur needs to be trained to think. It doesn't come naturally, but to surround yourself and be consistent with plugging into these types of calls has changed my life and so many other people's lives, and MLSP provides it to you, and their calls and stuff, you don't have to go searching. Again, it's all in one place. I love that.
That's very true. Yeah, you don't have to go searching. I know a lot of times people are looking for motivational, inspirational, and they go to YouTube and they try to type in topics or names or things like that to look for something. But as a part of this community, I mean, like I said, everything's recorded. So, you know, if you miss it in the mornings, you can listen to it whenever you want. But also, what if you've already heard the wake-up call today, but let's say, you know, 6 hours go by and you had a pretty crummy day and you need a boost, right? You need that motivation. You can log into your back office and listen to any of them anytime you want, right? It's all there, easy access for you whenever you'd like. So I really, really love the wake-up calls and appreciate them. Jenny, was there something you wanted to add?
Yeah, thank you. You know, what I love about the wake-up calls is, you know, I'm home, so I've got them on speakerphone and I'm doing this or that, or sometimes I'm just sitting by the phone, you know. But what I love is to hear the speakers, and when they speak to you from their hearts, and they share that they've been where you are or where I am or where I've been, and that they've done something in their lives just with, you know, the mindset. It's like it helps me believe all over again every day in myself. It lights the fire under me, just like Cindy said. It's amazing. I get off those calls and I'm I'm just walking on air. I'm thrilled. I want to share it with everybody because I'm excited. And it also makes a difference in how I treat other people and how I allow myself to be treated. And that's big. That's big when you own your own business. That's big as a parent. That's big as a friend. That's big in relationships. So it changes your whole life. And it's right there every morning. And you can go back and listen to it. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Mindset's key, right? You can't change your life until you change your mind. Something I think about often and try to live by it. Whenever I get into a funk, that's what I go to in my brain, right? So appreciate all you guys sharing with that. The next thing I want to talk about is Tuesday afternoon round the campfire type leadership calls at 3 o'clock Eastern every Tuesday afternoon. You have a leader inside of MLSP coming on, doing a round the campfire type of call. Motivational, inspirational, that you can ask questions to, and I love to be able to jump on those in the mid-afternoon. Again, if you miss that, that's also recorded and can be found in your back office as well. So that's another great opportunity to get on live with a leader inside of the company on Tuesday afternoons. And last but not least, when it comes to calls on Monday night, and this is so key, I get so excited about this. How many of you guys have ever joined something and you're like, okay, now what? All right, we already talked about the MLSP back office being amazing because it doesn't matter what you do or where you go, there's a training video on how to do it, right? How to set it up, and it makes it super easy. But on Monday nights, every single Monday night is a orientation, a new member orientation at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, which means every Monday, and it's Bert, he's awesome, comes on a Monday night and takes time to show everyone the back office, go through every single tab, talk about every single thing so you know where to find everything, and you can get on live 8 o'clock p.m. every Monday night and participate in those calls. And if you happen to have someone who joins, let's say on Tuesday instead of Monday, they don't have to wait a whole week to get on that call because guess what? Those are also recorded and in your back office, which means you can access them any time you'd like. So, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. Unless one of you ladies have something to add on that, I'm going to go ahead and move on. Cool? All right, it is 10:08 and we're trucking right along. I'm going to go on to number 11, and this is something I kind of added, so it would be at the end, but I think it's appropriate to talk about right now, and that is an event, okay? My Lead System Pro has an event every single year, and it's in Austin, Texas, and it's in August, all right, August 13th and 14th this year, if I'm correct. So this is where you have the opportunity to come gather together and meet the other people that you communicate with and associate with on a daily basis live and in person every single year in Austin, Texas. It's just one event a year. A lot of other companies have tons of events, and it can be very, very costly. MLSP has one main large public event once a year, and they do offer other masterminds and retreats that you are more than welcome to participate in if you would like to. Of course, nothing is ever required, but it's just there for you because it's just another way to meet the people that you love to work with, right? And I love going to events. It's so awesome to actually get to give somebody a hug and hang out and network and mastermind with people who are doing the same thing as you, who have the same purpose in life. And changing their lives and changing other people's lives too, right? So I'm super excited about the event coming up in August, and I'll definitely be there. So if you're part of MLSP, I can't wait to meet you guys there. Do any of you guys on the panel have anything to say about the event?
I just want to say that I'm definitely going to be there. I know that events are one of the things that really help you to become part of the community. You get to meet everyone on your team and others, and talk with other leaders, and I'm just really, really excited about the event that's coming up. If you are in MLSP or thinking about joining MLSP, you should definitely consider going to the event. I know it's going to be amazing, and it will just blow your mind, I'm sure.
Awesome. Anyone else want to add anything? If not, I'll move right along to the next thing I want to talk about. And let's see. Pat Patterson says, "Don't worry about time. We're here listening with anticipation." Pat, I love anticipation. You should be sitting there like with the thumbs and the fingers saying, "I want more. I want more." Right? I love Pat. Pat's awesome, guys. If you ever have the opportunity to meet Pat Patterson, I'm just telling you, love him to bits because he is an amazing entrepreneur and just a sweet person. So, Pat, I appreciate you. Yeah, Gordon says, absolutely. You must know Pat. And Ellie says she's going to be in Austin in August. So I can't wait to see you again in August, Ellie. So thanks. Appreciate all you guys being on tonight. So the next thing I want to talk about here on my list is, and we kind of touched on it a little bit earlier, I talked about the cost. You know, you can get in for $10 for 10 days, and then it goes to $149.97 a month, which is still less expensive than the overhead that most people have with all the things they have to pay for that are included in your MLSP Mastery membership. And I want to say that you don't have to spend thousands of dollars. And Pat actually just brought that up a second ago in the chat. He says, without spending thousands, right? And so I wanted to talk about that. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on products or services to be a part of MLSP and to have all of these things that we just talked about, right? It's absolutely amazing, and it's only $149.97 a month. There is nothing else required of you. You know, you don't have to do anything above and beyond that to be considered, you know, having equal treatment to other people. It doesn't matter if you're brand new or if you've been in for 8 years. Everyone's treated the same. Everyone pays the same, so on and so forth. So I love the fact that you're not constantly worried about having to spend more money, right? Because who wants to spend less money? Me. So that's what I have to say about that. Any of you guys have anything to add? That you don't have to spend thousands to get in? You know?
I think it's all. I was getting an echo. I'm sorry. I said I think that is huge because you're coming into a community and you know that you're not going to have to keep putting more and more and more money to be part of the MLSP community. You're a part of it once you join. And, you know, the products, that are available for you to purchase within there, which I think Laura's going to talk about in just a bit, you purchase what you need and what you want. There's no requirement to go above and beyond. And I love that, and I feel that I'm very comfortable bringing anybody into that and not feeling that they're going to, spend their, have to trade in their car or sell all this stuff to, get everything that they need that we're talking about, because it's all included. And there's nothing else. No hidden fees.
Yep, and going right on in that was my next one, number 13. There are no multiple fees, period. There are no multiple fees. One fee, one payment, once a month. Pretty easy, pretty simple, right? So thank you for allowing me to segue so beautifully into that, Cindy, because that's the last thing you said. So yeah, that's pretty simple. Now, for those of you, and I talked about this a little bit earlier, who are on here right now and saying, I don't have a business already, I don't have, a brick and mortar, I don't have an MLM, how will MLSP work for me without having a business of my own first? And that's what I want to talk about right now. You can be an affiliate for MLSP, which means you have the opportunity to sell MLSP itself, all right? Again, I want to reiterate, this is not about, MLSP is not about trying to pull people away from what they're already doing that they're passionate about and what they love. If you have a business already that you're passionate about and that you love, MLSP is simply here to be a tool for you to get you leads, to brand you so that you can be successful doing what you're already a part of and what you love, right? But for those of you who do not have a business but you're interested in being able to work from home and make an income, a residual income every single month, you can do that with MLSP. And what I wanted to share on number 14 is that there is no additional fee to be an affiliate inside of MLSP, right? And that's huge because a lot of other companies do have an affiliate fee to be able to resell their products and earn on it. So I think it's a super huge fee, a super huge thing that you don't have to pay a separate fee to be able to be an affiliate inside of this company. And I think that's pretty self-explanatory unless somebody else has something they want to say. You know, Cindy, I see you drinking, and I've been wanting to pull my drink over here and take a sip of it. But I knew everybody would be like, whoa, look at the size of those drinks. Yeah, we like big drinks. I like my Diet Pepsi, right? Anyway, let me read what Gordon says here. Pamela says she loves being here. Ellie says with real training, not a sales pitch that's disguised as training. That's true. And per request of Pat Patterson, I'm going to show you guys my back office here in a few minutes, all right, per request of Pat Patterson. Gordon says, I just don't understand a person's mindset. I feel like saying you're starting a business numbskull when they complain about a startup fee. Yeah, you know, but you know what, Gordon? I feel you, right? And the reason I feel you is because I'm in this industry too, and you've been doing it a long time. I think all of us in the industry get that. But when you first get started and you're not in the industry yet and you have the employee mindset instead of a business mindset, I remember it's like, yeah, how many of you guys ever heard someone say, well, I don't understand why I have to pay to work because I don't have to pay to go to my job. And I kind of chuckle at people who say that because I get it, right? And I wanna say this very definitively, that there's a huge difference between stupidity and ignorance. I would never call anyone stupid, but there are a lot of people who are ignorant. And someone who's ignorant, they're not stupid, they just don't know. And you don't know what you don't know. And the thing is people don't think about, the people who have jobs, don't think about that they do pay. They pay to go to work, right? They don't understand it, but then when you bring it out and you phrase it with the mindset, Carol says, I can't think of anything else paid doesn't have covered. Exactly. When you frame it in the mindset, if you talk to someone who has a job and they come to you with that, here's a golden nugget. Look, we're not even talking about this tonight, but I'm going to share it because it came up with what Gordon said. If you have someone who comes to you and says, I don't understand why I have to pay to work because I don't have to go pay for my job that I go to, you say, yeah, you do. Do you put gas in your car to get back and forth to work? That's like $40 a week, right? $40 a week times 4 weeks a month is $160 in gas that you're paying. What I do costs $149.97. Oh, but wait, you have a kid? Oh, you have to pay for daycare or after-school care for someone to watch your kid so you can go to your job? How much is that a month? $500, $600, $700, $800 a month, so you add that onto your gas. Oh, wait, you get lunch breaks? You eat lunch while you're at work? Do you go get fast food like McDonald's or Burger King or whatever? How much does that cost you a week? Tack that onto it. Oh, wait, you have to wear a uniform at your job or have slip-resistant shoes or wear a suit and a tie. How much does your clothing cost you every single year? So if you have someone who has a job and they say, I don't have to pay to go to my job, you can quickly correct them, not to be rude or mean, but people who don't know just don't know, and say, actually you do, and you pay a lot more than I pay for my business, right? So it's pretty simple to frame things that way. wait, Laura's talking about the goal, not having to get people to leave their current business. Wow, right. So yeah, I appreciate that, Pat. It's true. So anyway, everybody pays to work, whether you own your own business or whether you work for someone else as an employee. You just have to remind people of that because it's really like helping people understand what's real. Because paying to work is very, very real. There's nothing for free, you know what I mean? And I see Cindy chuckling, so I'm going to let her jump in and say what she wants to say.
I'm chuckling because, well, this sometimes can be a tough industry. And, I'm not going to go into my whole long story, but there was a time where I felt that I was going to take my services and be independent and work with somebody down in the city. I was going to, bill them for my time and made a whole, what I thought, beauty of a plan. Well, let me tell you, I was taking the train down every day, so I had to spend $160 on a train pass. Then I had to fill my bus card to take the train to the bus. So that was another $40 to $50 a month. So that was $200. That doesn't even go that when I was downtown, I would go out for lunch because I wanted to get out of the office. I know that I could bring a lunch and blah, blah, blah. I wanted to get out. I was spending so much money that what I was making, it was like, I don't even know why. That's why I was like, well, I don't even know why I'm going downtown. This is just a waste because it was a wash. So, you know, it's disguised. You are paying to go to work, you know, whether it's the train or your clothes or whatever it is. I'm laughing because I was fooled. And my husband, who's the accountant, said, Cindy, come over here. Can I show you something? And I was like, yikes, you're right. You know, so just wanted to chime in on that. That's why I was chuckling.
Absolutely, it's true. You know, you don't think about it because you don't think about it. I mean, the way that we're raised in this world, you know, the way that we're raised is just to believe one way to live. And until you start looking at life differently and have a different mindset, like I said, change your mindset to change your life, you just don't know these things. And then when you think about it, it's like, man, I feel like a fool, right? Yeah, Gordon says, don't forget to include the cost of your college education to get the job that you probably hate. And I added probably hate on the end of that, sorry. But, yeah, every day is like the weekend to you, right, Gordon? Yeah, I feel you. So I want to move right along. I'm super excited. I've got 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, I got more. We got to 19. I know my panel here is like, what? You added some stuff, didn't you? They're like, what? Well, I got Pat messaging me like, hey, show your back office, right? Yeah, absolutely going to do that. So I added a couple things. So number 15, and I want to, like I said, I have some notes here, and I just want to read this because this is what I wrote from my heart. And I'm hearing some feedback there. I'm not sure who might be. I'm hearing something in the background. But let me jump down here. So number 15, there are many products that MLSP offers for folks to buy inside of your back office that are packed with value and content. And you can, and here, this is what I'm going to say. Are y'all ready? Now, Pat said you all are in anticipation, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop and make you be in anticipation. Pat, you better say something in the comments right now because I'm not going to go until you do. You better say, I'm waiting, say it. I want to hear it. Say, go, Laura, go. Go, Laura, go. I know you want to hear this. The back office of MLSP has tons of products, all right, that you can offer people, okay? Valuable content, products, marketing tips, tricks, training tools, things like that. Pat, I don't see none yet. I'm waiting on you. I'm not going to say it until you... I see 4 people have liked what Gordon said. Cindy said, so true. That's right. Pat, did you leave me? I know you didn't leave me. I know your butt is glued to the chair right now in anticipation of what I'm going to say that you've been waiting for me to say. Maybe I need to refresh my Hangouts page. Pat thinks I'm joking. He can't stop talking long enough to type. I know, right? He talks to hear himself talk, I think, truly. Those of you who know Pat know that. He's probably, you know what he's probably talking about 10 people right now while he's listening to this call. So anyway, what I was saying is there are many products that MLSP offers for folks to be able to buy inside their back office that are packed with value and content. Carrie's like, where's Pat? Pat, where are you at? See, everybody, look, everybody is waiting on you, Pat. Everybody is waiting on you to say, show me the money. Show me the money. And you can earn on all of them, all right? You can earn on all of them. So if you are using MLSP as a tool and getting other people to join MLSP, you know, is very sought after, whatever, you can offer them these products inside of the MLSP back office. I can't wait on you any longer, Pat, because everybody else is paying attention, man. You're breaking my heart. You're breaking my heart. Gordon's waiting, Pamela's waiting, Carrie's waiting, everybody's waiting for me to say it. Cindy says, please, please, please just say it. All right, I'm going to say it. All right, I'm sorry, Pat. You missed out. You missed your opportunity. I had you in the spotlight, my friend. But basically what I wanted to say is all of these things inside of your back office that are packed with value and content that you can earn on all of them, guess what? Guess what? You do not have to own them yourself to be able to resell them and make money on them. Holla! See what I'm saying, y'all? How many companies? How many companies? How many companies do you know of that will let you resell their stuff without you having to buy it first? Cherie said, wow. Yeah, that's a long wow, because it's true.
It's like unreal, Laura.
I know. Well, and here's the thing. I want to say this, okay? Being a product of the product. Gordon says 0, right? 0 companies, except for MLSP. Being a product of the product's great. Owning products that are full of content and value are a good thing because that just adds to your education, right? That adds to your knowledge base. But let me ask you this. What if you're brand new in this industry? And I'm going to keep it real. And anyone on my team and anybody who knows me that I've been in this industry for over 4 years, I will tell you, if you're brand new, you don't have a whole lot of money to spend. If you're just getting started in the industry, you don't have a lot of money to spend. Your goal is to make money, right? So you can spend on your business. So yeah, you might want the products, but you may not be able to afford them right now. How do you make money? How do you get money, right, to be able to buy those things that you want? By making money. Well, MLSP gives you the opportunity to sell the products in the back office without you having to buy them first. There you make money. Right? Pat says, I am the hero. I just realized, Laura, you say my name correctly. That's wow as well, because most people say it every other way but how it is. Cherie, right? Oh, well, cool. I did something good tonight then, right? So, yeah, it's so awesome. You can sell the products of MLSP, and you do not have to own them first, all right? And it gets better. But wait, there's more. It gets better, it gets better, it gets better. And you say, okay, well, how much can you earn on these products? There are several products, okay, that you earn 30% on, okay? Several products that you can earn 30% on. But, Pat, say go. Don't worry, I'm not going to wait on him this time. But there are also a ton of pure profit products. Does anyone know what pure profit means? I don't know about you, but when I hear the word pure profit, the words pure profit, I'm thinking pure profit means completely, wholly, all. So would that mean possibly that there are products that you could earn 100% commissions on inside of the MLSP back office? Yep, there are. So there are multiple products that you can earn 30% on, and there are multiple products that you can earn 100% commission on, and guess what? You ain't got to buy them for yourself first. I'm just saying. As if the first 14 reasons that we've gone through tonight weren't enough to make you understand and see that MLSP is just something, it's just one of those things of that old cliche when people say you can't afford not to do it. This is one of those things. I never understood that cliche until I got into this industry, and I'm like, what do you mean I can't afford not to do something? Like, if you can't afford it, you can't afford it. But when you get in this industry and you look at what certain things have to offer, such as MLSP, and you say, literally, like, I can't afford not to do this because it saves me so much money to have all this stuff, right? No, nobody else offers this. Nobody else does this, period. That's just all there is to it. Pat says stop copying me. Man, you are full of yourself tonight, Pat, right? So, yes, there are products you can earn 30% on. There are products you can earn 100% on. You do not have to buy them first. It's all up to you. Now, I know my girls are wanting me to shut up so they can say their piece. So, Dee is shaking her head, yeah. So, I'm going to let Dee go ahead and take it over.
Yeah, I just think that it's awesome because you don't have to like go into debt to be successful in your business. You know, you can sell these products and you don't have to own them. You can make commissions, and then if you make enough money, you can go in and buy the products if you want to, but you don't have to. You know, unlike other companies that they make you purchase in order to earn on that product. If you don't own that product, you can't earn a commission on it, and that holds a lot of people back, especially the new person. And you always, want to make sure that the new person has a way to make money from day one. And with MLSP, you get that. And this is just really a great company, and I'm so proud to be part of it.
I feel you, girl. I absolutely back you 200% in that. I mean, I would not want to be anywhere other than where I'm at right now. That's just the bottom line, all there is to it. So I'm going to pass the baton along if Cindy or Jenny want to add anything about the products.
You know, the great thing about the products is that, you know, again, you don't need to own them, but you have the chance, the new person, just like Dee said, has the chance to make as much money as the seasoned marketer or the, you know, the superstar or whatever. The only difference is that they have a bigger list because they started before you. That's the only difference. It's amazing. I say it all the time. I've said it I don't know how many times tonight. It's amazing because it's right there for you. It does give the newbies a chance to make money, to get profit right away. And the great thing is, again, because you don't have time, you still have all your training every week. You still have that training. You still have your Wednesday night calls. You still have your Tuesday afternoon chats. You still have it all. You really don't have to buy anything. But that 100% commission, you get 100% commission. Where do you, and it's free to be affiliates. And your money, all you have to do is get out there and put it out there with your campaigns that are already provided for you. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing like it.
Yeah, the work's done for you.
Like it.
You know, the work's done for you. Hey, Pat says you were echoing, but I think it's because I had unmuted myself. So, Pat, that's my fault. I am creating technical difficulties when I fail to mute myself and the other panelists are speaking. So that is my fault. I will take that one on. Now, Cindy, did you want to add anything to it?
Just really quickly, remember, it's wonderful that we can make these profits and fantastic, but I want you guys to think of it in also a different way. You have the ability to give somebody something they need. These products are products. If somebody that you're speaking about says, I have such a hard time on creating content, well, we have a product that you can refer them to, and you can be really comfortable and rest assured that the content and the information that you're giving them is really good because of the background and the industry and from who it's coming. So not only can you make extra money on these, but you can become more valuable because you have more resources within our community that you can give to somebody to help them succeed in a way that maybe they're looking for your help. And so the fact that you can earn 100% pure profit on some of these and 30% on others just by providing somebody with value of something that they need. And I also want to touch upon a point, if there is one of these products that you do need, you can actually, you don't have to buy them, but you can if you feel that you want to take a certain skill level to the next level. And the thing is, there are so many products that people can try and sell you on it. I know that the products within here, within this system, are solid, proven products, and that's something that, as somebody being part of this community, I'm proud of the materials that we have to sell. So yes, it's great, and 100% the commissions is great, but you also have to remember that that's more value that you can add to other people. And that's another, going back to the attraction marketing, you're attracting people because you can give them the information they're seeking in their business.
That's right, because knowing what they want, like you said, it goes back to attraction marketing, which is what MLSP is. It's an attraction marketing company, and it's not about spinning your product or spinning your company as much as it is about creating solutions for people who have problem questions, right? They're looking for something in their lives and in their businesses, and by you being able to find out what those are and having what you need to be able to solve their problems, I mean, it's just a no-brainer. It's so much simpler, right? And I'm with you, Cindy. I couldn't be prouder to be a part of this community. Absolutely, absolutely. I don't want to roll over here to comments here. You need to buy training products. It should not be a decision. You made a decision to start your business, and now you must get trained and educated, right? And MLSP provides everything that you need. So it's absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to move right on to number 16. I want to say for those of you who choose to not just use MLSP as a tool, but who choose to be an affiliate because you want to earn off of MLSP, or you don't have a business of your own and you want to use it like a business in a box and resell it, the comp plan is built to benefit everyone. Now I want to repeat that. The comp plan is built to benefit everyone. And you say, well, what does that mean? Okay, that means it doesn't matter if you've been in for 1 hour, or 1 day, or 1 week, or 1 month, or 1 year, or 5 years, or 10 years, or whatever, right? It's only been around for 8 years. You get paid the same as a mastery member, all right? You earn $100 per person every single month, every single time they make their payment, till you're no longer a part of it, right? If you ever choose to not be a part of it, which I don't think anybody would ever quit this. I know I won't, but it's the same for everybody. And remember, it's not an MLM, because we defined an MLM at the beginning of this call, right? An MLM is where you earn off the people you bring in, and off the people they bring in, and off the people they bring in. And this is very simple. There are no pass-ups, no anything, no percentages, no nothing. As a mastery member, you earn $100 per person. Every single person you bring in benefits. It's easy, it's clear, it's concise, it's not confusing. You have walkaway residual income from day one, 100 per person, and your bills are residual. So shouldn't your income be? It's great to have high-ticket items. It's great to be able to resell things and make 500 here, 1,000 here, or whatever. But again, your residual income is what keeps you living, right? Your electric bill's residual, your water bill's residual, your mortgage is residual. So it's great to get one-time payments if you sell the one-time products, but what really, really sustains you can't overlook is residual income. And that pretty much covers 16 and 17. I think it's just absolutely amazing. So do any of you ladies have anything to share or any thoughts on the comp plan being easy, clear, concise, no nonsense, no pass-ups, and the residual income? I think I covered it, but I see that Cindy has unmuted herself, so we'll bring her out.
I'm just saying that it's a very simple comp plan, and like Laura said, your residual starts day one. It's not something that you have to build up, and to me that's very important. And that's why I wanted to be in this industry, so that I could have a residual income. So that's what I really want to say. I mean, residual bills, residual income, boom, bang, bing, and then we play.
Absolutely. It's pretty simple. It's a no-brainer. There's not a whole lot more to be said about it than that. So appreciate you sharing your thoughts on that. And I want to move right along to number 18. And by the way, these are in no particular order, guys. It's just, we just threw this list together, right? But the community, all right? The community is absolutely phenomenal. There's a Facebook group for the My Lead System Pro community, and I think there's over, is it 19,000 people now? I can't remember. But I want to talk about the ability to get help. Right? I want to talk about the ability to reach out to other people and be a part of a community where you're not alone, really. Sometimes when you get started in something and you don't know where something's at, or you don't know what to do, or you can't figure out how to do something, which is really rare in MLSP, because like I said, there's videos on how to do everything everywhere in the back office. But if you ever get stuck or whatever, we have a community, and you can literally go in this community group, and I am being dead serious with you. Oh, I just got an update, 18,395 people in the group. Thank you very much, Cindy. You can literally go in this group and type your question. And I know this from experience. I have to share this with you guys. You can type your question, and not only will you get responses, you'll get responses like within 60 seconds, and you'll get responses from people that you don't even know, that you've never heard of, that you've never met, that you've never had a conversation with. And this is fact, all right, this is true, you'll even get responses from Brian Finale, one of the founders of MLSP, because when I first joined, I put a few questions in there, and like within 3 to 5 minutes, not only did I have a bunch of responses, I had one of the founders himself responding to my question. And then it gets better. It was a few weeks later, I had a question about something and I put it in there. And this is the dead honest truth, I swear. I put a question in the group, and then my simple self figured out the answer on my own. Like, the question wasn't even up for 60 seconds. Like, the question was not even in that group for 60 seconds before I deleted it, okay? All of a sudden, I got tagged in a post in that group from Brian Finale himself, one of the founders, that says, "Guess you figured out the answer, huh, Laura Parrish?" And I'm like, the founder saw and paid attention to a question that I put in there that wasn't even in there for more than 60 seconds because I figured out the answer. I deleted out the question, and he still took the effort to create a post that said, "Hey, I guess you figured out the answer, huh, Laura Parrish?" And I'm like, what? I was like, yeah, I'm an idiot, right? But how cool is that? Like, how cool is that? Gordon says, bada bing, bada boom, right? This is Sherry says, "This is blowing me away. Can't wait to get finished with the startup training and get money." I know, girl. That's right. Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I'm reading what Gordon said to Sherry. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. You guys have some awesome comments out there. I'm like trying to, I don't want to ignore anyone. I want to make sure I get everyone's questions and read everyone's comments and acknowledge everybody. So the community is just absolutely amazing. I love it. And I cannot wait until August to go meet everybody, right? Super excited for that. So do any of you ladies have anything to add about the community? Cindy says no, everybody's good. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to pop over and do a screen share for a couple things, all right? Per request of Pat Patterson. Pat, are you still there? Since you requested that I share my screen. I'm going to do a screen share. Let me get that set up here. At my back office. Give me just a minute, because I'm going to share with you some of the things that are really important to know, and some just really, really awesome benefits, as though we haven't covered a million already, right? Let's see. Share screen. All right, here we go. You guys let me know when you can see my screen.
You're good, Laura.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So this is the leadership development page where they talk about rewarding the leaders inside of MLSP, and I just want to share with you really quickly the leadership levels. Now you can see my current achieved leadership level is L3. I've reached 69 referral points with 60 referral points that have active accounts, and you can see the leadership levels. You get 1 point at the university level and 3 points for every mastery level. I can tell you right now, guys, I don't promote anything other than mastery. I can't speak for anyone else who might be, on this call that's in MLSP, but most people just promote the mastery, because everything that we talked about tonight that you are benefited by inside of MLSP is as a mastery member. All right. To reach L1, which is an MLSP partner leader, you have to have 10 referral points. So obviously, at 3 points a person, 4 people would give you 12 points. So if you bring 4 people into MLSP, you're automatically going to be at the L1 level. And I can tell you, if you're a VIP for the event in Austin, Texas in August, and you're an L1, you automatically get into an elite VIP event there in Austin, Texas. So that's super awesome. And of course, you get recognized in the fan page and the groups. When you reach 25 referral points, then you will be promoted to L2, and of course you will have pro leader recognition on the fan page and the Facebook group, and you can submit testimonials for sales pages. Now, when you have 50 referral points, okay, at L3, not only do you get the recognition, but instead of those products that I told you get 30% on, you don't get 30% anymore. You get 35%, okay? Also, you have the opportunity to be selected for the MLSP Master Marketers Team, which is the MMT, all right? It's the MMT, and I'll talk about that in a second. At L4, you have to have 100 referral points. Remember, each person as a mastery is 3 points. You get recognition. Your commissions on the regular products go to 40%, okay? And then you can be chosen for the MLSP Executive Mastermind Team. L5 is when you hit 200 referral points. Also, you get the global recognition on the website, the fan page, and Facebook group, 45% commissions on regular sales, and an opportunity to be selected for the EMT. L6 is 500 referral points and 45% commissions on regular product sales, opportunity for EMT, and a cash prize of $1,000. And L7, the highest level, is 1,000 referral points, leader recognition, 50% commissions on regular product sales. Remember, guys, we still have the pure profit products. Pure profit products for 100%, but these are on regular products I'm talking about. Opportunity for the EMT, you get an MLSP luxury car lease, 2-year lease valued at $24,000, and a cash prize of $5,000. Hey, appreciate you jumping on, Gordon. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight, and look forward to seeing you again soon, buddy. Appreciate you. So this is what you get. These are the leadership development levels. Now, if you go to leader groups, I want to show you what the MMT and the EMT is really quickly. All right. Let's see. The MMT, you have to be an L3, do a wake-up call. All this stuff is what you get to do. It says requirements, but I don't look at it as a requirement. It looks at it as this is an opportunity for me to brand myself further because I get to do a wake-up call, and I get to do a blog, so on and so forth. But check out the benefits. This is what I want to highlight to you, okay? Right here, free mastery account. Free mastery account. You have access to a free mastery account, which means, guess what? You wouldn't have to pay $149.97 a month anymore. Your account would be free. So that is huge right there. That's a reason to want to hit L3 and then be invited to be a part of the MMT group, because then you wouldn't have to pay for your mastery account anymore. And then you have all these other benefits as well. And then if you look at the EMT, which is the higher one, you have more benefits, of course, and still get the free mastery account. But these are all things you can look up when you do your test drive inside of MLSP. Now, the other thing that I wanted to touch on really quick is the marketing strategies. This is your marketing strategies in your back office, all right? Proprietary, world-class tools, solutions, and software. You can see that there's an MLSP beginner's marketing guide and marketing schedule for people just getting started and have no idea what they're doing. You know, whatever, you can use that to set a schedule up for yourself, okay? System campaigns to get leads now. Your blog, your funnelizer, your customer relationship manager. Social networking. You have hot, fresh training on Facebook, Facebook Live. And you know that's fresh because Facebook Live just came out, guys. Twitter, Periscope, Instagram, Google+, Meetup groups, Snapchat, content marketing, SEO, copywriting mastery, blogging, content and article marketing, video and YouTube marketing, create amazing looking content, keyword research, make money hosting webinars, automated webinars. Paid marketing, if you're interested in doing paid marketing, you have Facebook mobile leads, video ads, pay-per-click, YouTube pay-per-click, Facebook paid marketing, pay-per-view, banner advertising, e-sign, solo ads, retargeting, pixels, and tracking. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. Don't be overwhelmed. This is your business, and you get to do what you want and choose where you go and how quickly you go through things. So the world is your oyster when it comes to MLSP. MLM success, build your MLM in prospecting and recruiting, strangers, get leads today, call your leads today, success in MLM, additional strategies for attraction marketing, list management, customer development, storytelling for profits, resume, database, advertising, that one's a good one, mindset mastery, meditation, and goal setting. So as you can see, there is tons and tons and tons and tons of training inside of the MLSP back office to just provide you with anything and everything you could possibly think of to learn, right? It's all right there. It's the basic training. You know, I wrote here, the bottom line MLSP is that MLSP is amazing. It's amazing for people who are brand new in the industry and have never done this before. And they can literally just resell MLSP if they want, and it's also amazing for folks who already have their own businesses, whether it's an MLM or brick and mortar, and want to simply use MLSP as a tool, which is what I talked about earlier, the analogy I used with your autoresponder, on how to get more leads. The training of MLSP inside of MLSP far surpasses anything I've ever seen offered on the internet. It's basic. All right, and basic is what people need to be able to get started taking action steps in their business. Much like babies, guys, you can't run until you learn how to walk, and you can't walk until you learn how to cruise, and you can't cruise until you learn how to pull yourself up, and you don't learn how to pull yourself up until you learn how to crawl, and babies don't learn how to crawl until they have the desire to start moving like they see as adults are moving around in the world, right? It's the desire, and then they become successful at it by action. So for me, MLSP is all of the things that we talked about tonight and so, so much more. And I want to turn it over to Jenny because she's unmuted, I see, and let her share her final thoughts on MLSP and why MLSP, like why MLSP will change your life, will change your business.
Thank you, Laura. You know, as you were going over the leadership levels, there are people on this call, on this webinar, that are looking at that car saying, that's never going to be me. And I want to reiterate what you said earlier. The company has been around for over 8 years, okay? It's stable, makes me feel safe because it's been around, so we know it's not going anywhere. And if people start now, just like you said, about crawling, having that desire, start crawling. One of my favorite quotes is Lao Tzu, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. So everyone here tonight, everyone has the opportunity to get that car. Everyone has that opportunity. And I love this company because I have the opportunity that I didn't have in other companies. I have that CRM. I have all the free training that I'm benefiting from, being on the calls and going in my back office. When I'm an insomniac, dang, I can go and learn something instead of, you know, trolling and stalking on Facebook. I can do something. This is my education. This is my college education. I don't have to pay for. I'm paying $149, whatever it is a month, $150 a month, and I'm getting it. And I am learning. My mindset is changing. My life has changed already. And I know that the people here, just take it for a test ride. $10. It's for crying out loud. It's $10. You spend that, you know, getting burgers and coffee and donuts and all of that. It is life changing, and there's nothing like it. It's the complete package, all at your fingertips. And you're doing yourself and your family a disservice if you don't at least try it. If you don't at least try it and give it a good try. Don't just sign up and don't do anything with it. Get involved and take a look at all these things. I was getting excited just watching your screenshot, and I look at it all the time in mine, in my back office. Like,
right?
Oh, this is fun. So
right.
It's there. I'm sorry. So just keep going. Fantastic.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Jenny, and thank you for being on tonight. I'll move over to Dee. Dee, would you like to share your thoughts on MLSP and why you think it's an amazing part to be a part of the community?
I think it's amazing because, mostly because for the new person, the person just starting out, you have the ability to actually earn from day one. And that's huge. That's really huge. There's the training that you need to get started. There's the support that you need. there's just everything. There's so much value provided to the new person and to the person that's been in for a while as well. Um, and you can go at your own pace, and it doesn't matter what your skill set is coming in, because there's something in there that you can start with right from day one to help you get started. So for me, that's huge. Um, you know, um, I just can't say enough about MLSP, and I'm just, like I said before, I'm very proud to be a part of this community and this team, and I just it's just something that you know you have to experience it, and Jed, take that dollar trial. It's worth it, and so you could go back into the back office and look and see that everything that we've been talking about here on this webinar is for real. It's true, and you can see all the different trainings, and yeah, you won't regret it for sure.
Awesome. Thanks so much for sharing, Dee. I appreciate you. Miss Cindy, it's your turn, girl.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna. We've been on for a long time, but I will just end by saying this is an opportunity for you, no matter what business you are in, no matter if you are in a particular business and you're struggling to find new reps and new sales, and you're just struggling because your company is an awesome company, but they don't provide the tools to teach you how to actually market online. That's what we have here, okay? A community that will teach you how to market your business online via using our blog, our sites, our customer relationship management system, and our funnelizer to teach you the real skill of attraction marketing in a community that is established, solid, and something that you can be proud of. And one last thing is, if you are, even if you're not in an MLM or something like that, and you're in a brick and mortar business, this applies to you. Same things, you get those same ideas. What I will tell you though, if you are in an MLM, wouldn't it just be great if people, I mean, your whole idea is to get people into your MLM, but wouldn't it be great if those people who said no to your MLM said yes to MLSP? And that is the beautiful thing, because that will happen, because what we have here is a system that can benefit everyone. So gives you more opportunity to create more income and more residual without it interfering with that other business.
Absolutely, you got it, Cindy. I appreciate that, and that reminds me too that it's helpful to sponsors, right? It's helpful to people who do have MLMs or other opportunities or businesses for their folks to be a part of MLSP, because of all the training that's provided in the MLSP back office. It makes your life easier, because a lot of your people, if you have an MLM already or you're an internet marketer already, you know that your people will come to you a lot for help, and if you're a good sponsor, which hopefully everyone is, you do your best to help them. At the same time, it's helpful if you have something you can refer them to answer all their training questions in regards to, what do I do on Facebook? How do I use Snapchat? Blah, 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 blah. MLSP, your answer is MLSP. Like, log into your MLSP back office and click on Marketing Training Library and click on Snapchat. Go to your MLSP back office. It's amazing once you get in and you have your people, your team coming to you and saying, hey, how do I do this? How do I work this? How do I market here? What do I do? You'll find yourself constantly saying, go log into your MLSP back office and click on this. Go log into your MLSP back office and click on this. It's an extraordinary tool which will not only help you in your business and your marketing, what will help your team in their business and their marketing. Really is a no-brainer. So there are a million ways why I love MLSP, and we've just covered like 18 or 19 of them tonight. So that's pretty much it. I want to go over here to chat one more time, make sure that I haven't missed any content questions. Carol Mikowski, lots of great information shared. Great presentation from Ellie. Cherie, thank you. Pamela, Tandy, thank you for coming. Gordon had to run. Pat better be on here after the hard time that he gave us tonight. He better be on this call still. Jim, appreciate you, buddy. Who else? And I keep scrolling. There's a lot. Carrie Anderson. What's up, girl? Appreciate you being on here tonight as well. So I think that's all we have for you. It's 11 o'clock, so we're right at 2 hours. It's about 30 minutes longer than I expected to go. But you know what? There's just so much information to cover, and we could have gone so much longer, trust me. But these are just the main big reasons that that I think, why MLSP? When I think about it, it's like, why MLSP? Well, I don't know. This is something, in my opinion, that you can't afford not to have for your business and for your team. So I appreciate each and every single one. We'll be back next week at 9 o'clock p.m., same bat time, same bat place. Make sure you get with the person who invited you to this call for their link for next week. It'll be the same as what they gave you tonight, or you can click the Join Now button, which is right below this video and right below the comment section, to go ahead and get started with the person that invited you to this call for $9.97 for a 10-day test drive and have access to all the amazing things that we talked about tonight. All right, I'd like to thank our panelists, Miss Cindy Bloom, and Miss Dee Powell, and Miss Jenny Weeks for joining me tonight and sharing 15 reasons why MLSP. And we look forward to seeing each and every single one of you guys back here next Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern to discuss a new topic. Have a fantastic night, and we'll see you soon.